Hey everybody, here we are on the Bow River. Welcome to another episode of Angling Spiders. Welcome back everybody. On today's episode, I am floating the Bow River late season to see if I can pick up some trout. It's going to be challenging because I forgot a net and I forgot my main GoPro, so I'm using my backup GoPro. It's just one of those days, but it's a beautiful day out here. And let's get to some fishing. Absolutely beautiful day out here today, you guys. Fall colors, gorgeous, quiet, warm. Just need the fish to cooperate. Hey you guys, I'm just interrupting here to talk about hyping a video. With the new YouTube algorithm, what it allows you to do if you're watching this video on your phone is you can hype it. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I'm going to put a little insert in here if you've never seen it before, but you can hype a video up to 3 times. So, or you can hype a video up to 3 times a week. And you can hype the same one 3 times if you want to use them all. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys could do that for me. It doesn't do anything other than promote my video, and it really helps me for the algorithm to push the video out to a bigger audience. So, all right, I'll show you how to do it, and then we'll get back to the fishing. All right, everybody, here's a screen capture from my phone. You can see the comment box below the videos on a phone or an iPad. If you swipe right, you will see this, hype. And if you press that hype button, it's going to take you to a screen where you can hype the video. Now I can't hype my own, as you can see here, it doesn't allow me to, but you could press hype there and it would give me some points. Again, you can see here, I'll do it again, the comment box. If you swipe right, you see the hype button, and then if you press hype, you will be able to hype it. You can do that 3 times a week to any video. All right, so now we're on to my first fish of the day. And I actually had a bite before this and I lost it, but this was a nice rainbow here. I was casting a spoon, and I think I'll show that later. But nice little catch, and I actually got it a little bit under the gill plate here, but the hook came out. I'm using a single hook, so it came out relatively easy, and here's the release. All right, everybody, my first trout in some time. Just picked up a wild rainbow here on the Bow River. Let's get it released. All right, here we are. Here's another one. This is about 20 minutes later. Picked up a better one this time. A little bit bigger than the last one. And there you can see that the colors on that spoon. Sorry for the vest getting in the way, but of course the camera's in my mouth here. I'll explain that later. And here's the release on this one. And for those of you that are maybe wondering, why am I in the Pelican Mission 100? That's because this water is way too shallow for my pedal drive. I would not be able to use it, and so I need to be able to use my my Pelican Mission 100. It's perfect for these conditions. You can see how close these rocks are, and in fact my hull has hit the bottom a couple times today, so you definitely, I couldn't be out here with the other boat. But all right, there's a little bit of an update. I'm gonna get back to fishing. All right, here's my third fish of the day. This one hit really close to the kayak. Also was my biggest of the day. There's a beautiful jump there, and it was a great fight even though it was relatively close to the kayak. I was able to grab onto this one pretty quick, and you can see I've got it here. Now the challenge is, even though I had a single hook, I could not get that hook released. And I was coming up on some rapids, so I let the fish go because I thought I'd have to deal with the rapids. And when I grabbed my rod, the fish was gone. So, and here I am at the exit point. This is where I'm going to meet my wife, who's picking me up with the van. So this is the exit point in Fish Creek Park. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope that it worked out and you've actually been able to watch this episode. It's going to be an interesting one, and here's why. When I got out to the river this afternoon, I realized I forgot my head mount for my GoPro at home. In fact, I forgot my main GoPro at home. And so I only had my backup GoPro. Now, the problem with that was it's an old version and I didn't have a housing for it. And so I had nothing to hold it with while I was fishing. And so I filmed almost all of this episode with the GoPro in my mouth, holding on to it with my teeth when I caught those fish, because I had no other way to hold the GoPro. So if this worked out and you saw me catch the fish, I would have done a voiceover on it because I couldn't talk. But hey, you got to do what you got to do to get a video. So anyways, thanks everybody. Great day out here, 3 rainbow trout, and not bad for late season float on the Bow River. With that, I'm going to close this one out. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, smash that like button, hit subscribe. Until next time, good fishing.